Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you, listeners and viewers, onto another interesting episode today again. I remain your regular anchor on this program, the Daily Positive Living Principle program. We are here to give you relevant information, the information you need to move to another level. And I tell you, you will not regret being on this program. Today, we are entering into another interesting topic once again. I join you to keep on listening to this program so that your life can move to another level. Previously, we started a discussion on the three most basic things that you need in life to succeed, not more than three. And we have discussed about that extensively in our last episode. We followed it up to now dwell on the power of information. We listed them as information, vision, and decision. Those are the most basic three things you need in life. You don't need more than three. Everything you need in this life is packaged in those three entities. We started another episode on the power of information. And if you have not listened to that, please refer back to those two episodes. They will help you, give you a background to this episode we are talking about. And today, we are going to be talking about the type of information that you need in this world to succeed. And I tell you the 14 M's of information. Every information you need in this world to succeed is embedded in these 14 M's. The type of information you need to succeed is very important. Not all informations are relevant to your destiny. There are specific informations, the ones you need so you can succeed in this world. Never mistake movement for progress because not all movements are movements. There are movements that are specific for your progress. Pendulum movement is not forward movement. Movement on a treadmill is not a forward movement. Movement on a wheelchair, on a chair in a salon chair is not movement. It's a round movement. When you're on a treadmill, you'll be running, but you are still on the same on the same spot. Those are not forward movement. There are movements that you need to move to another level. That's what we're talking about. There are informations you need, specific informations, and those are the things that will take you to another level. So you will not be working hard. If you are jack of all trades without mastering some information, you will be working hard and not hard working. Working hard, doing so much, but nothing to carry home. But on this channel, we give you relevant information, the type of information that you need that will move you to another realm. And I'm going to mention them one after the other. 14 M's, remember. And because of time, I'm going to break it down into two sessions. This first episode, I'm going to give you 7 M's of the information you need. And subsequently, we'll go into the other remaining aspect of that. Let me start by saying that one of the first information you need in life is the knowledge about your maker. Information about your maker. Your maker is your creator. Your maker is your manufacturer. Your maker is the one that determined your existence into this world. So the knowledge about your maker is very, very important for you to succeed. If you refuse to know things about your maker, I am telling you, you will not move anywhere. You will be around in the world and you return back with emptiness. Your maker decides how you came into this world. And if you don't know your maker, oh my God, there is nothing to carry home. When God, who is our maker, created you, he breathed into you, and that was what makes you an entity. And that is why that breath is like a vacuum that is inside you that cries out for information on a daily basis. Many people look for something, that vacuum, to feel their satisfaction, to satisfy themselves, but it cannot. That vacuum cannot be filled by anybody except your Creator. There is a vacuum that is always crying out because of the breath of the Creator that He did at the initial time. That vacuum is always there, and you need to seek for it. Many people look for this information, look for the Creator, and then they ended up in occultism. Some ended up in prostitution. Some think that the satisfaction can come in other forms. They look for other gods, but they cannot. The only way that satisfaction can be filled, that vacuum can be filled, is when you know relevant information about your Creator, which is very, very important. Your Creator is the one that gives you ideas for you to move forward. Many people call themselves that they are atheists, that they don't believe in God. Looking at the world alone and all the things that you see alone should be able to convince you that there is a Creator. Everybody in this world looks for something. Even people that go for traditional herbalists and they believe in a deity. Everybody go to India, almost about how many million gods people are worshiping different gods because they are looking for relevance. They are looking for that vacuum. They even have gods of insects, god of antelopes, god of animals, plenty gods. But that God, there is only one God that controls the universe. Ever since He put up this universe and the sky, there is no pillars that are holding the whole heavens. As it was, that is how it is. God is a consistent God, is a constant God, and you must know about Him because He is the one that gives you power to survive. He gives you revelational ideas if you know Him. That is the knowledge of the Maker we are talking about. So this is very key. That is one of the things that you should pursue with all your energy, with all your life. If not, by the time you go back, because every one of us, as you are in this world, there is a limited time you need to live on earth. If you don't know the Creator, because you need to return back to Him. If you don't know Him, you return back empty-handed. That is why this knowledge is very, very important, so that you can listen to instruction, Godical instruction that will take you to your next level. This is very, very key. That knowledge is the knowledge of your Maker, your Creator. Every product has a manual by the manufacturer. That manual tells you what to do and not to do. If you buy a refrigerator, buy a radio, buy a television, there is a manual that tells you what to do and what not to do. That manual is prepared by the manufacturer, the maker. That's what we're talking about God. Our maker has a manual for every one of us. That is how you get what to do and everything about you. So the first knowledge we need is the knowledge of the maker. That is the first M. What about the second M? Is the knowledge about your mandate. Everybody, as long as you are born into this world, you are given a mandate. Over 7 billion people that were born in this world, every one of us have a mandate. What am I talking about? That is why no two people on earth are the same. Even identical twins are not the same. You are wonderfully created. You are uniquely unique. So that's what we're talking about. Everybody is different and carries an assignment. So your mandate is the assignment that was given to you when you were born into this world. God, you are not an accidental creation. You are not a coincidence. You are a God's incident, faithfully and packagedly, wonderfully packaged, so you can manifest in this world. That is your mandate. Your mandate talks about your assignment and what you need to do. That involves your purpose, your vision. Everything is included in your mandate. Even your profession, your vocation, all are embedded in your mandate. So the knowledge of your mandate is very, very important. What are you created to achieve? You must know it. If you don't discover that purpose and your vision, I am telling you, you'll be in this world and you won't know what to do. You will not make impact. For impact, for legacy, you need to know your mandate. If not, you'll be diving into other people's mandate. So your vision is very, very key. Your purpose is very, very key. Those are the things. The knowledge about your profession, because all these are embedded into this. The knowledge of about your profession is very, very key. If you don't know about your profession, you will not be able to make a lot of impact. So your mandate is key. And it takes information for you to be able to know enough to become a professional, a guru in your profession. It takes time to be able to know around your profession. This is very, very key. Many people have the mandate, but they don't know about it. They don't have information, and so they cannot deliver well. In various professions, if you go to various professions, medically, there are some that are neurosurgeons, some are senior advocate of Nigeria, and the more you know about your mandate, the more value you have. And once your value improves, your income also improves. So some of you that are suffering from pocketitis, lack of money, we could call monaria, is because your value has not increased. Anytime you know about your mandate, your value will increase. Once your value increases, you will attract more attention, you attract more income. So that is why the knowledge about your profession, the knowledge about your mandate, the knowledge about your purpose, the knowledge about your vision is very key. So the more you know, the more you are more exposed, the more value you carry, the more income that you attract. These are the things we are talking about. That is number 2M, the knowledge about your mandate. What other M's are we talking about? The knowledge of your mantle. This is very, very key. Mantle is like a tool that you need to operate in this world. Everybody has a tool for operation. If you don't have your tool for operation, you will not be able to carry out your assignment. Every assignment is backed up with the kind of tool that you need so that you can operate. And that is very, very key. What tool do you have to operate in your assignment is very, very key. The knowledge of that tool is very, very important. The knowledge of the tool that you need is very, very important. The mantle, if you look at the Bible, when Elisha followed Elijah closely and he now gave him a mantle, he used the mantle to part the sea and the river Jordan, and that is the tool that he used. For Moses, it was a rod. So what are we talking about mantle? Many of us are given mantles so that we can achieve. That is the tool you need so that you can open doors. So many tools. Some people use tools God has given them so that they can package well. Some have been loaded with what to say. Some have been loaded with designs and purpose of singing, designs and all that. So we have been given mantles so that things can be easier for us. That is the knowledge of our mantle. Your mantle is very, very important. What has God given you as a proof for you to manifest? This is very, very important. Some people were given ideas so that they can manifest. Some people have a lot of other things so they can do. So these things are very, very important. What of your mission? Your mission and your vision are locked up in another M. That is the 4M. Your mission tells you about what you need to come and do in this world and how you need to carry it out. This is very, very important. The knowledge of your mission is very important. When you go to any organization, the first thing you see when you come to organization is their mission and their vision. What is that organization? What is he out to do? And how is he going to carry it out? These are very, very important. So your vision tells you about what you were created to do. Your mission, how are you going to effect it? How long or how far are you going to carry that vision? Is your vision going to affect just a segment of people, or is going to affect a large crowd of people? It's going to be determined by you. Your mandate is given to you by God. Your mission is created by you. So how far do you want to go? These are very, very important things. So your mission is created so that you know what to do and how you are going to carry it out. So this mission is very, very important. So how long, how far What are the people? What kind of people are you going to assess? All these things are very important in a mission, and it needs to be written boldly. So the knowledge of your mission is very, very important. You need to ask yourself, what mission are you orchestrated? Are you mandated to do in this world? What is your mission? You need to itemize it, write it out clearly. It involves your objectives and what you need to do. These things are very, very important. And these objectives, if they are not done well, you will not succeed well. And your mission needs to be smart. What do I mean smart? It needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and then the time that you need. All are embedded in this mission and vision, which is very, very key. The other M that you need to know about, the knowledge of another M, is the knowledge of your message. This is very, very important. Every messenger is given a message to deliver. Everyone has a message. So your message is very, very key. What message were you giving for you to deliver? Which is very, very key. Knowledge about your message, because everyone is marketing him or herself. In this world, your message will be the one to market you. So you need the relevant knowledge or information about that message, which is very, very key. Some have message on salvation. Some have message on deliverance. So many messages around. So what message are you carrying to affect your generation? Some teachings on how people can improve their life. So these are the things you need to, the relevant message that you have been given. That knowledge is very, very key. What other M's are we talking about? The knowledge about your method. What method are you going to use to deliver your message is very, very key. If you see a teacher in a class, teachers have various methods of operation, how they need to carry out their message. Some use lectures, some use demonstration, others use stories, others use information, media to communicate what they use pictures. So there are so many methods of operation. So what method will you use to be able to achieve your aim, to push out your message? That knowledge is very, very important. Once you don't know the method to use, you will be grounded, because your message will not go far. The method you need to use for adults may be different from the method you need to use for children. The method you need to use for some segment of population may be different. So you need to be able to know the relevant method that you use to achieve. That is very, very important. So what method? The information about that method, the knowledge about that method makes you to stand out among your equals. It makes you to be known among others. That is what makes you unique. So that method is very, very key. What other things, M's, are we talking about? The knowledge about your motivation, which is very key. Motivation is from the word motive. What is the motive behind your existence is very, very important. Your motivation, the motive. In fact, our maker, He analyzes us and measures us based on our motive. Even scriptural, it is said that God, he measures us by our motive. That God looks at our inner heart. He does not look at our outward appearance, but our inner heart. That means your motive. The motive why you are doing something is very, very important. What is driving you in this world is very important, because what drives you is more important than what you drive, which is very key. And many people do not know that. Many people drive big cars, but there is nothing inside them that is driving them. There is something that should drive you. If what is driving you is only income, you will chew kwakwa, because income is lesser than impact. Impact is heavier than income. If what is driving you is just vacancy and not legacy, you will not go far. But once something that is driving you is targeted about the souls of men, how you can make men to achieve, how you can develop men so that they can make, you will go far. So the knowledge about your motivation is very, very key. What is driving you? There is something that should be inside you to be driving you on a daily basis. That's what makes you wake up from the bed with agility, with enough energy and enthusiasm enthusiasm. If that is not there, I'm telling you, depression will finish you, because once you lack money and income, the next thing is that you become discouraged. But if what is driving you is centered on men, making men, and solving issues and solving problems, then you will be more focused. You concentrate and be moving ahead. So the knowledge about your motivation is very, very key. Know what is moving you, know what is driving you in this world. And I'm telling you, if you know that knowledge relevantly, you will not crash in this world. You will not be left behind. Your value will increase, because the most important thing about affectation in this world is to affect human being. That is what we're talking about. As I begin to round up on these 7 M's that I've given you already, that is the knowledge of your maker, the knowledge of your mandate, the knowledge of your mantle. That is your tool, the knowledge of your mission and vision, the knowledge of your message, the knowledge of your method, the knowledge of your motivation is very, very key. As I begin to round up, specific information is very, very key. One day, I was sitting down in a consulting room, when way back about 20 years ago, when I was working in General Hospital as a medical officer. These things are real life stories that I need to tell you. That is why specific information is very, very important. Here I was, they brought a 13-year-old girl, female girl, to me in a consulting room, whose stomach was actually loaded. The stomach was distended. And here was the argument between the matron that brought her from the school to my consulting room, and they were arguing. They told her that this lady was pregnant, but the lady said, no, I was not pregnant, but he has missed her period for like 4-5 months. And whenever you see any distended abdomen, there are things that you should take note of, even without you being a doctor or anything. Anytime you see a woman whose abdomen is distended, about 6 things should come into your mind. It's either that there is fluid inside that stomach, or there is fat inside that stomach, or there is fetus inside that stomach, or there is flatus inside that stomach, or there is fibroid inside that stomach. All these things began to run into my head. They have been worrying this little girl. Are you pregnant? I said, no. Okay. Have you slept with any man? No, I have not slept with any man. So it became a cause of concern, and they brought her to my consulting room. Here we were in this argument. How are we going to decode? I asked the lady, have you slept with any man? No. Is it Mother Mary, like Mother Jesus, that is there another Mary that we're talking about? It became a source of concern. So I began to ask questions. When last did you see your period? I've missed my period for some time. Have you slept with any man? No, man. I have to rephrase my question again. Has anything ever crossed your local government headquarters? You know what local government headquarters is? The Federal Capital Territory. Has anything ever crossed there? Hey, the girl said, yes. I said, tell me further. Here the story began. Hear what this girl said. I had some rashes and have some itching in my private part, in my local government headquarters. And I went to a chemist man. That was the only time that something crossed this area. I said, tell me the story. When he went to the chemist man, if ladies, let me tell you, sometimes when you have some discharges that are normal, they are normal. There is nothing associated with it. So don't allow people capitalize on your ignorance to take you unawares and capitalize on that and put you in a condition that is not relevant. That is what happened to this guy. Just normal discharge, and he went to a chemist man, and the chemist man said, this is serious sickness. Just lie down, I'm going to give you an injection. This injection will stop this itching and this discharge. Ignorantly, this 13-year-old guy packaged himself on top of, say he should lie down. He lied down on the couch. And look at what this man did. This man pulled his trouser and lay on this girl and gave her an injection. You know what I mean by that injection? That injection, this girl said that the injection came out and there's something that fell on her body like a camel. What can you say? That is a semen. This man slept with this girl and he was not aware. Lack of information. That is what we call ignoramus stupiditis. Combination of ignorance and stupidity is called ignoramus stupiditis. This girl, this chemist man had sex with this girl and he was not aware. I was mad. I had to pursue this chemist man down into the town. to handle this man, because he capitalized on ignorance of this small girl to afflict him. This girl was sent out of her secondary school because of ignorance. Once you don't have information, he doesn't know any information. The parents did not tell her about information on sex education. This is why we're talking about relevant information. The type of information you need will save you from calamity, from catastrophe and cataclysm. So types of information is very, very key. It will save you from disaster. That is why we're on this channel. I'd like you to keep on listening to this channel, because on a daily basis you will see information that will transmogrify you into another level. That is why we are here. We are committed to taking you out of this level to your next level, where things will become easier, where you can begin to solve problems. I'd like you to continue listening to this program, the Daily Positive Living Principle Program, and your life will not remain the same again. Stay tuned for the next episode on the other 7 M's of information to make it 14. God bless you as you continue to listen. Thank you.